But what I know is I'm feeling just fine.
My life is like a red carpet, and I'm feeling like the richest millionaire. This is my local mayor, and I'm the biggest star around here.
Ow. What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Subscriber died trying. You see the thumbnail, man. If family courts had a jury. So I was thinking about the Travis Rudolph case and the evidence presented. And I was, and I thought about it in the sense of, and it could have went either way, messing around with how people act in America, but I'm glad it, in my opinion, it was the right choice. Not guilty on all charges. But I thought about it in the sense of, family court doesn't have a jury. And I wonder if, how can I say this? If it would still be 90% of mothers win custody cases if there was a jury. And in my opinion, I don't think so. And I'm going to tell you what I mean. When people get on the stand, some people tell the truth, some people lie. Some people, like I said, tell the truth. Some people get caught in a lie in court. People can look at a situation because, family court is basically a discretionary decision. And like I said before, it's a money play, in my opinion. The courts get a kickback. So part of the reasons why so many mothers win is because of the whole men as the breadwinner thing. Well, men are going to work and have to work and quote unquote provide. So what you see is a lot of men get thrown under the bus because they're supposed to be providers and protectors, but not necessarily parents in the house. You get what I'm saying? So that becomes an issue. So I'm not tripping. But with all the wealth of knowledge and information and experience that adults have had, I think adults in jury duty at a family court would be a very interesting thing, because I don't think people's parents and grandparents and people with kids, because people will be biased. Like people go, oh, this ain't gonna work. I'd rather the kid be with that person than that person. I don't think all the things that women are allowed to get away with in court, as far as a judge's discretion, would happen with a jury. And what I mean is, if mom is a disciplinarian, it's a good thing in court. If dad's a disciplinarian, it's a bad thing in court. If mom's a liar, it doesn't really matter and they get caught in court. If dad's a liar and he gets caught in court, it's a bad thing. If mom doesn't have the best interest of the child at heart, and you can prove it over and over again, it's like, well, everybody deserves a second, third chance. If dad doesn't have the child's best hearted interest, dad doesn't deserve a second, third chance. So I think, because that's been the mode of like the discretion of judges. And I think it's one of the courts that really doesn't matter. Is like the bias kick in where everything is admissible, because everybody's can you be objective? Everybody can say, yeah, I could be objective. But I would say single mother households have affected more of society than crime, because more people were affected by a single mother household than were affected by crime in America at this particular juncture. So what a lawyer may get out of a defendant, people in the jury be like, I already saw that. I already knew that was coming. Why? I was that kid. My friend was that kid. You've been a parent in this situation. You've been a parent in this situation. You've been a grandparent in this situation. You know where it heads and where it goes. Because what I've thought about is, for a guy, you can have a winning argument and a winning case by an all phases. Like, if it's 10 things, and I've said this before, if it's 10 things that a case comes down to in family court, and you got 8 of those 10, those 2 can trump those 8 things. If it was 9 to 1, that one thing can trump those 9 things. It's just how the courts and judges look at it. But I don't think if it was a jury, it'd be like, nah, that's too much. That's too much. Because I think a jury of people's peers will know who's the better parent. Because I'm gonna say it this way. By the way, we are complaining about the next generation in society, and the vast majority of these people were raised by single mothers. Obviously, the courts are incompetent in picking who's the better parent. Obviously, because society isn't where people think it should be, and it's not as good as we think it should be, and that's for a good reason. What's going on in the home? And it's like, well, these are the homes y'all said were the better homes. Consistently. And it's consistently gotten worse. So I think the same things that happen in family court, I think it would really change the whole dynamic, because juries could see, like, okay, this is true, that's a lie, this person is a better parent than that person. Yeah, all the games that people play, it would be at you have to get cross-examined and find out, you're not doing something for the best interest of the child. You're just doing something to leverage the chances of you winning in your quote-unquote family court case. And I think a jury, if they had jurors, in their family courts, I think the cases are in quite differently. But tell me what you think. Like, share, subscribe, or die trying. Catch y'all on the next one. Peace.
You ever been at the top of the universe? I'm gonna say it again.